Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Well, here we are. We are continuing Jujutsu Kaisen, and from what it seems, I actually got a peek at the next episode's title. It looks like this might be the last episode of the Kyoto Sister City competition thing. So I think this may very well be the finale of this little arc. I'm wondering how that one fight's gonna come to an end. I guess let's go ahead and get into it. This is the Kyoto Sister School Exchange Event Group Battle 3.
Aki!
Mai just thinks very highly of herself.
Damn.
僕もそう思ってるんだけどさ、全員家が邪魔してるくさいんだよね。
金以外のしがらみは理解できないの。
相変わらずの主戦度ね。それよりさっきからよく U 字周りの映像を切れるね。
動物は気まぐれだからね。視覚を共有するのは疲れるし。
お？動いたね。
エリア内に放たれた呪霊は塾が張られており、呪霊消失と同時に対になっている観覧席の東京校が払った場合には赤色、京都校が払った場合には青色に燃えます。マキさんがいるので記録外の消滅反応も赤色になります。ちなみに払ったのはパンダ君です。ルッキー。
降りてこいよ、クソマジャ。さっきから何度も降りてるじゃん。さっさと捕まえてみろよ。一年。
Uh-oh. Ouch.
顔の傷も男なら勲章、女なら欠点だもんね。
That's not necessarily true.
呪術師が実力主義だと思ってない？実際そうだろ。それは男だけ。女はね、実力があっても可愛くなければ舐められる。当然、可愛く実力がなけ
It's
れ
a
ば
very
舐められ
trivial
る。
way of thinking about things.
わかる？女の呪術師が求められるのは実力じゃないの。てめえがめんどくせえのは分かったよ。一年の終わりに戦い慣れてる。説教は終わりかよ。舞ちゃんに求められてるのよ。完璧なんて生優しいもんじゃない。エリート呪術師の家系、御三家の一つ、全員家。その中でも女はスタートラインにすら立たせてもらえないこともあるの。全員家にあらずんば呪術師にあらず、呪術師にあらずんば人にあらず。
うるせえよ。不幸なら何しても許されんのかよ。じゃあ何か、逆に恵まれた人間が後ろ指刺されりゃ満足か。そうやって沙織ちゃんが完璧も理不尽も答える義務がどこにある。てめえの人生は仕事か。修霊呪法かんざし。
She got what she needed, though. She got what she needed for the curse. Bye bye.
男がどうとか女がどうとか知ったこっちゃねえんだよ。てめえらだけで勝手にやってろ。私は綺麗におしゃれしてる私が大好きだ。強くあろうとする私が大好きだ。私はノバなんだよ。操作できない。私がトンカチで殴れば下手すりゃ殺しちゃう。
Just punch her in the face. Oh! Who saved her? Ah, my.
いいのよ、ママ。分かってる。なんだよ。仲間呼ばねえの？別に、私は2対1でもいいぜ。お姉ちゃんって呼べよ。妹。何？笑ってんの？近くに入ったからなんだっつうのよ。分かってた。マキには私にはない才能がある。大嫌い。
Oh.
領域展開における結界内での消毒領域の具現化とは異なり、
Basically, it just breaks physics and creates new matter from nothing.
私の勝ちよ。
No, you don't.
Damn.
素手で触るもんじゃねえな。マキには私にはない才能がある。メガモルと同じある意味逆の転用呪縛知識を持って生まれるはずだったあんた。それと引き換えに人間離れした身体能
The
力
blunt side of the sword.
全員家では認められなかった。私にはなかった。決着ってことでいいの？なんで家売ってたの？あ？言わなくてもわかんだろ。お前だって高専来たじゃん。あんたのせいよ。あんたが頑張るから私も頑張らざるを得なかった。とにかく痛いのも怖いのももううんざり。なんで落ちぶれてくれなかったの
Yeah, it's not a normal life if you don't have any freedom.
That's the problem with a lot of people face, is that they think that you know.
It's literally like, why? Because fuck them, that's why.
Well, kind of. What Mai is saying is that I think the concept of curses and everything like that scares her, and she doesn't like facing it. It's a lot like the poem, The Path Not Taken. It's just like, the path, that's easy and, has been worn and it has, it's easy to follow. And then there's the path not taken, which is, treacherous and has has things about, that could lead to downfall. And I think, my wanting to follow the easy path, she knew what to expect with her family if she would not have sought to become a sorcerer, and Maki just didn't care. I think Maki just has the drive to be like that, whereas Mai doesn't. I think, I'm not saying that she doesn't have the ability, because she's got a pretty cool ability. It's just, again, her personal drive just isn't there. That's why Maki beats her every time. Familial stuff like that, I've ran into it a little bit here and there, but nothing like this. This is steeped in like old school traditional, just like you have to follow this career path, as a member of this clan. It's like, sheesh. That's a scary thing to me.
One of my whole things has always just been, it never really bothered me that like I wasn't as successful as my sister until she basically started making shit personal at a point. And at that point I was like, I'm going to move out of my house before she moves out of my parents' house.
And you did.
It's like, I'm going to in some way try to be more successful than her, just out of like a sort of level fuck of you, and like I told you so, that like you shouldn't have acted like that I'm not as good as you type thing. It's
a level of spite.
Yeah, to an extent.
And I get that, because
it's not really that I want anything bad to her. It makes me slightly be like, that's sort of ironic that she, bitched at me for like being out of a job for like a couple of months. And now she got let go from her job back during the pandemic and still hasn't found a new job like almost a year later. And you see, and it's like, I don't like that for her, like I don't want her to be like miserable or anything, but it's just kind of like, that's a little bit like karma in my opinion.
Well, karma does come back to bite people sometimes. Karmatic justice. And I do believe that, the whole concept of what goes around comes around, and it happens to a lot of people. There's some people it doesn't happen to, but for me, I get made fun of all the time at my family's get-togethers, especially on my dad's side, over the fact that I don't have kids yet. Like, literally, every single family member who is in my generation, save for Daniel, who is a lot younger than me. He's just now getting into like his like main years of college. But
see, I think that's fucked. I would be like, oh yeah, but I got a lot more money than everybody else that I can spend on whatever I want to.
But you see, that's the thing. I
think pressure to have children is a stupid fucking thing too.
They keep asking me, hey, when are you gonna settle down? When are you gonna get a wife and have some kids?
Whenever I goddamn feel like it.
Whenever I feel like it. And honestly, the only person who hasn't really given me crap about it is like my own, like my dad and my stepmom, and of course my grandma. But everyone else, I mean, except for one, which for her it was a health reason why she couldn't have kids, and that broke her heart. She wanted to, but everyone who's older than me, Stephanie, Chastity, Christy, Josh, all of them have kids, like multiple kids. I think Josh has 3, Stephanie has 4, and Chastity has 2. And gosh,
you know what I say to that?
What?
That's their mistake.
Well, it's the life that they want to lead. I mean, because honestly, some people get fulfillment out of being a parent.
Like, there's literally been studies shown that couples are happier before they have kids.
Well,
you have a lot more financial freedom before you have a kid. A kid is almost always a financial burden on anyone's life.
And that's
you have to have a really pre-established, like, good career with just like an extra flow of money for it to even be a decent idea.
But again, dude, it's just like I said. Everyone gets different kinds of fulfillment out of being a parent. And I'm not saying that I'm going to get, like, that's going to be how I am or anything like that. It has to be, especially if you're married and you want to have kids together, or you're in a relationship and you want to have kids together, it has to be a collaborative effort. Because if, say, the man in the relationship doesn't want to be a father, but yet, he can't tell the woman to to take care of that, because, a woman's right to her own body. I believe in that 100%. But if that's the case, then he basically has to buckle down and be a father in a certain way, because, hey, if you're going to pull the member out and have some fun, you need to be ready for the consequences. Anyway, back to this.
私は私を嫌いになってた。それだけだ。ごめんな。
That's why she doesn't like her. That's why her sister. She has such a bad relationship with her sister, because she held on to that.
Yep.
All right, so this. I like this one. I mean, we got some resolutions to some of the fights. I mean, it sucks that Novara basically got headshotted, even though it was with a rubber bullet. And then, of course, Maki dealing with both this chick and her sister all in one go. It's like, that's a nice sword you have there. Hey, give it back.
Please give it back.
And we can clearly see.
I think I'll keep it.
And we can clearly see, nah, she didn't give it back.
Yep.
Because she went
She
on.
broke her weapon in half. She needed something to keep going with.
True. I mean, but the fact she had to break her weapon to take her on just showed, I guess, how powerful her technique is. And I think given more time, I think her technique could actually be really impressive. She could increase the radius of her attack. I think it'd be really cool. It'd be a lot like the Byakugan that Neji has. Anything within a certain vicinity, he's able to deflect or attack attack.
Yeah.
And he gets within a certain distance, he can do 2 trigram palms, 4 trigram palms, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Just
she should add a second sword. Then she could deflect the attack even more.
Yeah. She needs a little Kanto sword. I think that would work very well for her.
She just did a simple domain, so eventually she could work up to doing a full domain technique probably. And it should be really powerful.
Oh, dude.
She could probably open up a whole thing that just cuts anybody that's inside of it instantly into ribbons pretty much.
Yeah. She'd be like, you're in my zone. That means you're dead. Huh? Oh. I meant to do straight cuts. I did jagged cuts. Damn it. It's going to be a bitch to clean up. All right. Well, we need to move on to the next episode. And, I guess that's going to do it for now. So thank you all very much for tuning in. And I guess until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm yawning. I'm Nick.
We'll see you then, everyone. Peace out.